I am life path number 4.
All right, so I kind of feel like I'm not gonna tell the full story because it's a real long story. So I've been in Michigan 3 days so far, and already motherfuckers is talking shit. So I figured it's only necessary for me to document this shit so we can all get another opinion on what the fuck is real. This story is just becoming longer and longer. First off, I want to say that honestly, at this point right now, my mental health is suffering. I'm becoming angry again. My temperament is bad. I'm ready to fight. All of the negative energy, all of the work that I put in is kind of like drifting away. Gave my whole life to trying to save my mother and lost myself. And I know better. So I just want to say that honestly. So basically what I'm about to do is just give you some bullet points so you can know exactly. And everything that I'm about to say is true. All right. I'm going to give y'all this so just that you know the gist of what's been going on. Oh, mommy. What's the matter? When?
Probably today.
What's this?
When you get here?
I just pulled up.
How you get? You drove?
I drove from Florida all the way up to Michigan. September 6th is when I got here. All right. My mother fell terribly ill, and basically her and my grandmother begged me to come up here and nurse my mother back to health and use my health knowledge to help her. All right. I literally just packed up the whole house myself, dropped everything, said deuces, came here because I felt like something was pushing me, like it was my calling. Like, all right, I'm passionate about health. You know, I'm passionate about helping people. So maybe I can set a good example here. Maybe I can show how real this really is, you know? So I surprised my mother. Like, I popped up. She didn't know I was coming. Nobody knew I was coming.
When you get here?
I just pulled up.
How you get? You drove?
20 hours. And she's scared, and she worried that she gonna die, right? So I dropped everything. All right, it's storming. We're in Georgia. I keep seeing all these signs for the magnolia plantation.
The rest is history.
So we just got to Kentucky. I think we in Ohio now. I think that's Ohio. Literally risked it all. I risked everything coming here. Like even my life on this road. It was a storm. It was literally sundown towns, you know? And there are so many state police officers out here just harassing, especially when you don't have a lot of money. Like I didn't have a lot of money. It took me about $2,000 to get here. I got here September. Now it's October. Now it's the end of October, and I'm just about to start work. Like today is my first day working. So I'm all tapped out. It was a tough decision. I really didn't want to leave still because I kind of felt like my mother wasn't going to listen to me. No one's going to follow my advice because they only listen to you when you got a lot of money. Nobody in my family cares about anything that you have to say. No kind of advice that you can give unless you have money that they can borrow. All right. And that's facts. If they can't get nothing from you, they're not trying to listen. So this is why I didn't want to come in the first place. I felt like I was going to waste my time. I asked the universe for a sign. The universe gave me numerous signs. Even though she lived with her youngest daughter and her youngest daughter's baby daddy, and they were splitting the rent, she still was crying about how she needed help around the house and all of this and that. Like I literally came and put myself around these people, and I don't want to say that I regret it, but I really am kicking myself in the ass for it. Don't get me wrong. I love Michigan. I love my city, but the people like that I have to be surrounded around, no good for me. And I'm just constantly being reminded of why I left. I have a set of twins that are aunties in my family. They're my great aunties though. One of them died when I got here, a couple days after I got here, but I had been looking for her because I knew she needed some health guidance. She needed some health advice, or she needed somebody like me to go to the store and actually get her what she needs. But she ended up passing away. We had no money to throw her a funeral. Nobody in this whole family had money to throw her a funeral. So for a month, my auntie sat at the morgue, and I started a GoFundMe account. We raised $1,500 so she could have a funeral. My family started a rumor that I was trying to take that money because they know I don't have no money. They thought that I was going to try to steal my dead auntie's money that I helped raise. None of you ever stepped up. So my mother ended up getting diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. They gave her 6 months to a year to live. My mother splits her rent with her youngest daughter, Gloria.
What the fuck are you doing here?
Where your mom at? So I found out that she had this strong dislike for me, and her dislike grew the more that I'm handling things around the house, which I'm not realizing at first. First, I'm just in her face like, what's up, sis? Let's go chill. Let's hang out. When we gonna kick it? When we gonna talk? But I knew that it was a problem when she came at me about my dog and how she didn't want to do laundry in the basement because she was worried about the dog. But she done spent time with the dog. I used to leave her with the dog, and she used to walk the dog for me when I used to live here. Like, this dog done been around for 7 years. Now, I had this dog since it was a puppy. So I done brought this dog around my family, and I done showed them that the dog is trained, and I done told them how to communicate with the dog, and they still want to act like the dog is an issue. She told me one day that she didn't want to wash her clothes while I was gone. She was like, I'm gonna just wait for you to come home. And I was like, oh, I'll just put her in her cage. And she was like, no, I'm still not gonna go down there. So that became an argument because I'm like, why are you acting like that? And this is the day my mother got out the hospital. After that, the tension kind of grew. Like, she started to express herself differently. I think that Gloria's biggest issue with me is jealousy. So people get jealous of me for so many reasons. If I had money, they would be trying to King Von me. They would be trying to pop smoke me. Tasks that seem difficult for people seem easy for me. It might not be easy for me, but it looks like it was easier. And so people get jealous of that. So who knows why she jealous, but she did mention my social media. But all she ever said that was negative to me was about material things like, oh, you don't have a house, or you can't take out a loan. See, when my mom kicked me out, she used my credit. So my credit been screwed up. Gloria used to hide the mail from me. And I didn't know she was hiding until one day she walked in the house and she had the mail. And I was like, oh yeah, let me see the mail. I was waiting on some mail. And then I seen the Comcast bill in my name, the DTE bill in my name. Like, they was just using my stuff up while they was living in this house. This was way back in the day, though. So now that she is paying bills in this house, she feels like she has the power to tell my mother that I got to get out. So because she has this strong dislike for me, she turned off the internet. Well, basically, she changed the password first, but then eventually they turned it off completely. Now, my mama is big on the internet and watching TV. It makes her so happy. My mother's bridge card got cut off. Everything's just weighing down on her, and Gloria made that a lot worse. She turned off the internet. She restricted everyone from seeing her 2-year-old daughter, which is my niece. Now, her baby is so sweet and so smart and just the best. Like, you would want to spend time with her. Of course, it's just like a tactic for her to turn the family against me so that they can see her baby. She abandoned my mother with all of the bills intentionally, and even threatened to call the landlord about my dog because she's not supposed to have a dog. She can only have a cat, even though I'm supposed to only be here temporarily, and I've already said that. But now all of a sudden my mama is being put through an eviction process after being only 1 month late. And I think it's because Gloria done made some phone calls, because she's somewhere sleeping on somebody's floor. Her room still, her bed, her TV, all her stuff still in the room. Her baby stuff still in the room. So really they just packing up stuff and slowly taking stuff to somebody's house until they get into their own spot. And they putting themselves through this just because they don't like me. I need to get away from these demons. Like, this is really ridiculous. Like, you find out your mama has stage 4 cancer. And then yesterday she find out we got an eviction notice. And all she said was, oh, I wish somebody had told me because I would have came and got my stuff. I don't want my stuff outside. The very truck she's driving in right now, my mama bought for her because they didn't have nothing to drive in, and she got a baby. All of this basically sent my mother into more of a depression. And this type of stuff makes it harder for her to not smoke cigarettes. So I'm not really surprised that she still smokes cigarettes, even though she found out she's got stage 4 lung cancer. I'm just upset at the fact that she's been smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. I've been inhaling secondhand cigarette smoke every day for about 2 months. When I leave this house and I go to help my auntie, she smoked Newports, and all her kids smoke Newports. When I go over my cousin's house to play the video game, I go over his house. Now he chain smokes cigarettes. And when I left, he didn't smoke. And I'm realizing that this is really affecting my mental health, like, in a big way. Now I gotta find myself again because I literally done came here and I'm losing myself. Literally, my dog, when I let my dog outside in the backyard, if she barks 1 or 2 times at anything, my mama screamed for me to go run out and get her and bring her back in the house. You know how stressful that is when your dog can't even be a dog in the house? I haven't had internet in 2 months, so that's why I haven't been posting. I haven't even been able to, like, really job search like that. She don't want me to be successful at all. And that's a different type of hate, when somebody just don't want to see you successful. When they just want to see you down. Like, no, I'm going to make it so you can't do nothing. That's the type of hate I'm surrounded by. To do. So my mother, she goes through these moments where she just negative, and I really can't tolerate it. So I just get out her space. She be doped up on this medicine that she don't need to take. She won't take nothing herbal from me. She's wasted so many of my herbs. My herbs are not cheap, and also I don't have the money to keep buying them. So if I make you some tea for your liver, my mama eyes was yellow because her liver was failing. I had liver tea, loose herbs from the alkaline goddess. My uncle, my cousin, all of them was convinced that was going to do something to the medicine. So she wasted my stuff. I brought addiction-free tea from the alkaline goddess. I made her cup after cup. She will pour my shit out. You know how mad that makes me? I didn't buy these for you. First of all, I'm just sharing my herbs with you because this is what I already got. I didn't come here to buy up a bunch of stuff. My sister bought some droplets that are 130. I'm going to show you. These droplets. This is called Blushwood Berry. First of all, you can see that this bottle is still full. It is literally right here. I feel like I've taken more of this than her. And she's supposed to take 3 droplets of these a day. My mama was swole up like a bubble. Belly full of bile. She couldn't walk. She swole. She couldn't walk. I got her a wheelchair. She's been wasting my stuff. Acting like she can't eat vegan or plant-based. So when I make certain stuff, like she had trouble boo-booing. So I made greens. But because I wasn't soaking it in turkey necks, she didn't really want them. And it's like stuff like that. Oh, I want Taco Bell. Oh, I want KFC. They call me a witch because some stuff say magic on it. I can't tell them that the alkaline doula, I can't call her the goddess. If I call her the goddess, they're going to be like, oh, it's witchcraft. We don't want nothing to do with it. Other people too, like her brother, my uncle. He don't believe in Dr. Sebi or the holistic healing, so he made it so hard for me because he, behind my back, telling my mama, nah, I don't trust that. So my mama, becoming demented on this medicine, or she'd just waste it, or I'll just come in and the cup just sitting there like, she be acting like I'm trying to poison her. That's why I feel like she kind of suicidal a little bit, because it's like when anything that helps you get healthier, you don't want. But she would take pill after pill. They got her on morning, noon, and night pills, really. She's smoking more cigarettes than she is eating. She wake up and drink a cup of coffee every day before she drink any water. Then she said she don't like spring water. So she only want to drink like smart water and a water that got like the calcium chloride in it. And I already told her to peep game on that, like that dehydrates you, but she's not listening, just like I thought. So I literally spent the month of September and the beginning of October nursing her back to health just for her to be smoking cigarettes again. So today, I was supposed to take her to chemotherapy. I'm thinking like, all right, let me hurry up and get dressed so I can take you to your appointment. Her appointment is at 12. I get out the shower at 11. I come out the bathroom. They in the car. My uncle done came and picked up my mama, and he's taking her to chemo. She didn't even say bye to me. She didn't even say, hey, I got another ride. You ain't got to worry about it. She's not communicating at all at this point for real. And it's getting on my nerves because it's just like, why are you even trying to shut me out when I'm the one that came all the way here to take care of you? At this point, I'm losing my fucking mind because, like I said, my mental health is literally being compromised. I don't owe any of these people anything. They've always disliked me. They've always been jealous, and I don't owe them anything. I'm here because of my pure heart. I don't get no respect. I don't have no support, and I'm just being reminded of why I left in the first place, and I don't want to be here, bruh. I've brought a lot of people around me and my family, and they've seen how we are, and a lot of people have told me countless times, your family do not appreciate you, and they do not deserve you. And it's true, and I feel it. Non-stop, I feel it. They gave me such a hard time with my life because they found out that I was gay. When they found out I was a lesbian, they made my life hell. They made my life hell. And still kind of try to like torture me and punish me for it. Like still, like low key. But yet, will let my sister and her boyfriend run up and around here, being complete tyrants, being unfit parents, being unfit human beings, unhealthy. Completely. They used to say all kind of stuff to hurt my feelings because I always displayed tough energy. Like my uncle choked me up one time on my birthday over some gay shit. And we was drunk. Like my family done did some real effed up stuff and said effed up stuff about me my whole life. And here I am back again trying to make sure that my mama don't die. All of this light they trying to dim. They want to shrink me. They want me to shrink myself so bad.